So this is anytime I tell anyone about what this podcast is going to be, they're like, oh, it's sort of like Shark Tank. And it's sort of a variation of what Shark Tank is. There are a lot of startups out there in the world, a lot of startups in the US, a lot of entrepreneurs in the world. And it's something that I've always been fascinated with. I know it's something that you've always been fascinated with. And I thought it would be great to just create a podcast, an outlet for people who have a startup, they have an idea, they have a dream, or for those that are professionals in their niche to come on the show and share what they're building.
Yeah.
And not only share what they're building, but also give an opportunity for those who are listening to be able to eventually invest, or they're able to donate and support the cause that these entrepreneurs are building, these dreams that they're building, and make them become a reality, because we live in the greatest country in the entire world. I mean, hands down, we live in the greatest country in the entire world. And this country is ran by hardworking Americans, and it's ran by small businesses. The small business is the backbone of America. And whatever we can do to help connect, well, our slogan is connecting vision with opportunity. And whatever we can do to help connect people's visions and ideas with opportunity, we're going to do it. And so that's really the vision behind this for me is, this first episode, obviously, we're going to talk about ourselves and our background, the businesses that we're currently building, the ones that we've sold and worked on. But really, it's going to be a podcast about you, the listener. It's going to be a podcast about those who come on this show. And it's not about us. Like I said, we want to connect and help other people. And that is what this show is going to be about.
Yeah, and I think something that we've kind of experienced in our lives is like we've been called the connectors, and that's something that I've really loved, because there's so many times that people have an idea, they have a vision, and they don't know the right people or the right steps to take. I know I've been in that situation many times where it's like, oh, I have this great idea, and I think it could work like this, and it's like, but what's the first step? Who's the first person I talk to?
Yeah.
And I think this podcast is going to be a great opportunity to connect the right people to the right people, right? I think there's people out there too that are, more in a mentor role or the niche role of listening and saying, hey, I can help that person. I have just what they need,
Yeah.
And it's just kind of that cool, because that's how stuff gets done, I think, right? It's not just one person doing everything. And like you said, like being in this country, being able to do that, there is no ceiling, right? So, but how do you make that happen? How do you multiply yourself? How do you, do that thing? So,
and like I said, we do live in the greatest country in the world, where you can, I tell my friends this all the time. It's amazing that someone can have an idea and put that idea on paper and then execute that idea and exchange it for monetary means. I mean, building my security company, and we can get into this a little bit later, it's amazing that I had this dream and then someone paid me in exchange for my services.
Right.
And you see it every single day. But that to me is the American dream.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes, it's, owning a house and raising a family, but the American dream to me is it's the freedom to be able to create and use that creation to help provide a good life for you and your family. Right?
Yeah.
And
you're also creating, a great life for other people too with product that you're making or selling or service that you're selling.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of these small businesses, and why we support small business. We support veteran-owned businesses. We support, the single mom that's out there that's trying to make a life for her kids, or the single dad out there, because not only are we helping them out, but when these businesses succeed, they're also creating opportunity for other people as well, because not everybody is driven to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right? Not everybody is driven to go out and, be a punching bag and take rejection because it's hard. It is hard to go out and to build a business. I think right now, mergers and acquisitions, like buying businesses, is one of the fastest growing things. I think it's one of the greatest things that you can do in order to build wealth and generational wealth. But I've also been at the bottom where I've had to start companies. A lot of people that I look up to, my mentors, they've started companies, and it's hard to go out and actually build from the ground up. But we're here to support, and we're here to give a platform for those people who have a niche that want to come on a pitch. They can come on and pitch their idea and a niche for people that are in, because we're friends, we have connections with a lot of people. They have built these $100 million companies.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's like, where do I start?
And these people want to help people.